Hey folks! Today, let me show you exercises targeting the piriformis muscle which contributes to your sciatica pain. Let's get started. Hey guys, thought I'd share my 5 best stretches for releasing the piriformis. They range from easy to challenging. Want to know why? Because Isa recently mentioned that her piriformis muscle was feeling tight and causing her to experience sciatica. She suggested that we try a similar exercise today. So for the first exercise, let's all lie down on our backs. Like I mentioned before, we will progress from level 1 up to level 5, starting with the easiest and progressing to the most challenging and tense one for this hip. Assuming the original text is correct, position yourself as described by bending both legs and placing your left ankle on top of the right. I recommend doing this before stretching. Place your hand gently on your knee. Begin a small pumping routine, allowing yourself to establish a connection with your muscles. Reflect on your ability to pull and the extent to which you can exert yourself. Take note of how your body feels during this process. Once you have completed the pumping motion 20 to 30 times, we will proceed to hold the stretch for a duration of no less than 30 to 40 seconds. Slide your hands inside the leg, with one hand on the inside and the other on the outside. Hold the knee securely and pull with maximum strength possible. This stretch is for the glutes and piriformis. It's absolutely amazing. We need to hold it without causing pain. It's extremely important to stretch without pain. With a stretch of at least 60, 80, 90 or 100, we should avoid suffering. The reason for this is because excessive irritation of the piriformis muscle can lead to further irritation of the sciatic nerve, resulting in a condition known as pseudosciatica. Therefore, it is recommended to perform this exercise for a minimum of 2 times, each lasting 40 seconds, at an intensity level ranging from 60 to 70%, specifically level 1. It's great to relieve the tension in the piriformis muscle. When it's tight, it can compress the sciatic nerve. By stretching it, you release that tension and reduce pressure on the nerve, which decreases the pain. Increase the intensity to level 2 for the next stretch. Make sure to have a wall for support. My table is really impressive. Look at what happens. It goes up and up. We are stretching our legs, just like Isa is doing right now. There will be a little while until we stop. Get into a 4-point stance on the knee. Okay? We're going to bend the other leg. Now, let's analyze what actions we will perform with both hands simultaneously. The left hand will exert force in a forward direction, your left knee. The right hand will grasp the ankle to pull upward. Now, let's generate torque for better performance. We will test the limits by pumping 5, 6 or even 7 times to see how far we can go. Once we reach our destination and assess how much further we can push, we will exert our full strength. Pulling with the right hand in that direction and pulling with the left hand in that direction. We leverage against the wall, and this is level 2 for those tougher piriformis stretches. Remember, there are 3 more levels. This should be performed 2 times for 30 to 40 seconds. Let's improve the range of movement. Regular stretching can enhance flexibility in the lower back and hips, extending your range of motion and offering preventative measures against potential sciatic nerve injuries in the future. To adequately stretch the piriformis muscle at a 3rd intensity level, we will require the use of a chair. Let us proceed with the exercise. We'll put our left foot on our right knee to touch the left piriformis muscle, ensuring maximum preservation of the original text. In order to execute a pumping motion, we exert downward pressure using both our left and right hands simultaneously, concentrating and exerting a small amount of force. In this instance, we assess our ability to control the motion. After we perform that pumping we will gradually pull the object closer to our body. Performing this gentle exercise helps us shift our weight forward and greatly enhances our ability to control and manipulate the object. Stay in a position where you can manage it comfortably and painlessly, and don't forget to perform this particular stretch for a duration of 2 to 3 times, each lasting 40 seconds. It's essential. Before exercising, it is important to prevent overexertion of muscles and nerves. We want to avoid causing sudden pain or a snapping sensation like a whip. That is the reason why we apply a small amount of effort, test if we can handle it, and maintain our current placement. As an illustration, we reverse our direction. Pushing with our hand, creating that torque, and letting ourselves fall with a straight back, generating a lot of tension in the glute and piriformis area. Engaging in stretching exercises can enhance blood flow to the targeted area, leading to a reduction in inflammation and facilitating a faster recovery process. Isa, remember that a promise is a commitment. At the fourth level, with the same intensity. If you struggled with the previous task, be cautious and take it slow. As you can see, it's represented in a table. We will place the leg on top in a 4 position, extending the ankle and resting the lateral part of the tibia. Once we have successfully adjusted ourselves, as you can witness, we will position our hands in front and engage in a slight pushing and pulling motion. Propel forwards, retreat backwards, propel forwards, retreat backwards. This informs you whether you can perform the exercise and helps to condition your muscles for a level 4 stretch of moderate intensity. On a scale of 1 to 5, it corresponds to an intensity level of 4. Once you're sure you can do it, rest your forearms, first phase, let your head drop, and we're stretching the lumbar area, glute and piriformis. A very powerful stretch. Can you go further? Then as we thrust our arms forward, our whole body descends onto our hip, completing the movement, creating a piriformis stretch with an extremely high level of intensity for an intense workout for your muscles. As previously stated, we will perform this level 4 stretch for a duration of no less than 2 sets, each lasting between 30 to 40 seconds. It significantly alleviates the feeling of sciatica when the piriformis is the culprit. Stretching the piriformis muscle, which can become tight, has multiple benefits. Not only does it help to improve your posture, but it also reduces tension in your lower back. The Intensity 5 stretch is known as the most effective stretch for the piriformis muscle. It provides maximum relief. Please get into a quadrupedal position and prepare for the next command. Shall we proceed, provided our physical condition permits? I understand some may argue, hindered by a contracting piriformis muscle and sciatica, that movement is impossible. How then can I accomplish these tasks? These are the phases and intensities, and I promised Isa a total of 5 levels. Take a look, assuming a quadruped position with hands aligned at shoulder height and knees positioned at hip height. To execute this pose, let's bring the knee forward. After bringing it here, we can proceed by passing the knee inside. This particular position is referred to as the pigeon pose. However, with a slight alteration, the pigeon appears to be walking with a limp, one could say. Once we have completed this action 4 times, we will stretch out its leg as far as possible. Once we arrive, we will position our forearms on the ground. During the first stage, we are placing great emphasis on the glute and piriformis muscles, generating a highly intense sensation of stretching. If you believe you are capable of extending your reach just a bit farther, what we can do is to stretch out our arms and let your head drop. While stretching the entire torso and lower back, you are also stretching the glutes and falling directly onto the piriformis muscle, resulting in deep stretching and release. This position should be held for at least 30 to 40 seconds, twice, at level 5, the most intense you can do. These stretches are a great complement to other treatments for sciatica, such as physical therapy, manual therapy, or the use of heat patches, making them an excellent addition to your treatment plan. Well, Isa, did you like the exercises? On a scale from 1 to 5, good intensity. What else can we do for our piriformis? Something that will really help us. Well, look, the piriformis is a muscle that comes from the greater trochanter, from the sacral lamina in this direction. So then, what can we do? Use some heat. You know I'm a fan of heat patches. They provide continuous heat for 8 hours around 40 degrees. We can utilize it during a procedure to reap its benefits. For individuals with a tense piriformis muscle, we have available a selection of patches that are effective for any specific region of the body. With heat, we relieve tension, enhance circulation, and it's analgesic. Therefore, leveraging the gradual heat that penetrates our bodies alongside the exercises I demonstrated will prove highly advantageous and beneficial in enhancing physical well-being. With therapeutic heat therapy, these are the tips I've given you. If you are aware of any additional piriformis stretches that I have not mentioned, please share them with me by leaving a comment. As we always say, until we are fully healed, and even beyond that, feel free to contribute. Bye-bye.